Hi, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm doing like a makeover for myself. So I got my outfit on already. I'll show you guys the outfit when we done, but I'm gonna do my makeup. And as you can see, I did my hair. Hair is done, hair is slayed, slick back, faux head. Looking like I snuck out of Kemet. So, like I said, clothing already on. Hair already done, so I'm gonna do my makeup and I'm gonna do my nails while we talk about peace isn't boring, you're just not used to it. Or we can word it differently, because I was thinking about this when I was doing my hair. Now I have to like retrieve the memories. Oh yeah, it was like you're not bored, you're just at peace and you're not used to it, so you don't know what to do with it. Here we're going to talk about what you can do with that energy so that you can continue to thrive in peace rather than thriving in chaos. All right, so we just gonna get started right away. This is my light mirror, so she's gonna be close to me, closer than you guys are to me. But it's only because a girl need to see herself do her makeup, bro. Like, I can't do my makeup blindly. So right now I'm just putting on some primer that my little brother Sheldon got for me, the milk hydro. Oh, where's the cover? Clot. Okay, so we got the milk hydro primer here. I love this primer so much. Like, it's so good, and then it just makes the makeup stay and don't move, and that's what I like. And I don't really be wearing makeup like that anyway, so like when I do, like, a girl likes her to stay on, like, stay on, or else I'm just not gonna put makeup on no more. Boycott the whole makeup shit. Okay, so I have like a list of like bullet point notes. Oh shit. We got some stuff that fell. Okay, so I have some like bullet point notes. Right. So I have bullet point notes. The first one is survival and thriving, which is great because that's kind of like where I left things off just now. Survival and thriving, or yeah, moving from survival to thriving. I would say the main thing when dealing with intense and immense trauma is your nervous system. I don't want to say it never really does, because it does if you put the right work in, but your nervous system never really, like, okay, I'm just gonna word it completely different because I don't even like saying it, even though explaining what it means. It's a lot of work to get the nervous system to move back to how things were post trauma, or post is after, pre-trauma, right? So it's almost like your body is in like a consistent fight or flight mode, or in a consistent like survival mode, and feeling like you have to fight to survive and fight to ensure your safety and fight to ensure your success, when you don't have to do that, and you're at a point in your healing journey where you are being asked to thrive and learn to thrive in peace instead of only chaos. Like, it's like learning to thrive without needing that fire under your ass to like keep you going. You know what I mean? So that's like the main thing. I'm over here thinking I'm not gonna do full coverage, but I think I might, because I just like how this is blending with my skin. And it's funny because this is like, I guess, my winter shade, but she looking better on my summer skin than she's looking on my winter skin. So we like it. Also, I don't have a beauty blender, so that's why I'm using my fingers. Don't come for me. My next bullet point is being present and mindfulness. I think practicing mindfulness is very important, especially as somebody who has dealt with a lot of trauma, because it's very easy to like think about the past or get worried about the future. And it's not the best, if you will, to worry about either of those things, because both of them are, well, I don't want to say the future is out of your control entirely, but the past is. So worrying yourself about things that are outside of your control just kind of drains your energy. And instead of using your energy to create opportunities for yourself to, I guess, welcome in the life that it is that you're wanting, you're using it to worry, and that's not good, because what you focus on, like, energy will flow to what you focus on. Your energy will flow to what you focus on. So if it's always on the past and negative memories and negative feelings, and then as well as the future where, again, negative feelings where you're worrying, you're doubting, you're questioning, you're overthinking, it's very important to remain focused on what it is that you want to create and what it is that you want to embody and have in your life, and just continue to take inspired action in that direction, whatever the action may be for you. How are we liking? We're liking. It's looking good. The next one, peace and stillness. Where can I even start with this? Stillness is very, I feel like after dealing with a lot of chaos, stillness is kind of uncharted territory. Not because it's bad, just because it's not something that you're used to per se. But you find a lot of peace in stillness, and you find a lot of answers to things that, like, you're asking yourself or wanting to know. Like, in stillness, you can find those answers, and like those answers will be revealed to you, if you will. Because when you're still, it's like, think of like boiling water. Like, if you're boiling water and you're trying to look at your reflection, you won't be able to see it because there's a whole bunch of bubbles and freaking steam and hotness, and then you get too close and you burn up your face because it's boiling water. It's hot. But if the water is not boiling and the water is still, then you'll be able to see your reflection more clearly. So, answers, especially the most grounded and the most rooted answers, are usually found in stillness, when you're allowing yourself to pause and to rest and to receive. Sorry, she's like struggling to get her brush back in the thing. Okay. Next bullet point. Oh yeah, thriving in peace over thriving in chaos. That's like going back to what I was saying with like not feeling like you need a fire under your ass in order to like get things done or to be productive or like to be successful, if you will. Like, sometimes resting and pausing and allowing yourself to receive is more productive than burning yourself out. Not even sometimes, like, yeah, it's always more productive than burnout, because then when you burn out, it's like you're exerting so much energy for nothing, essentially, just to burn out. So I think that's why it's very important to allow yourself to be still and allow yourself to rest and receive and find peace in that stillness. Because yes, a lot of things in life are like go, 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 but like how can I word this? Like, we're not machines. Like, the body needs rest, the body needs fuel, the body needs care. So as long as you're balancing that work life, then you're Gucci in the gang. You chillin'. Another thing I wrote is learning to turn to healthier methods of processing, passing time, having fun. So like, instead of like always going to like gardening or always going to like drinky poos, like, no judgment, none, because I do these things myself. But it's like also finding a balance within that as well, like balancing out the healthy outlets and the healthy habits and the healthy pastimes with the not so healthy ones, you know, because it's like, we're human, like, we're gonna be experiencing this human life and we're gonna be doing human things, like, that's part of the human experience. But finding that balance between healthy coping mechanisms and not healthy coping mechanisms, I suppose, like not relying more on the healthy ones than you would on the non-healthy ones, you know. And then also, like, again, ways of like having fun. You can have fun without being drunk or without being high, and it's just finding those things that light up your soul and light you up and make you feel good about yourself and about life. This chair always sounds like I be tooting, bro. But it's pause. That sound was kind of crazy. Anyway. Okay. Another bullet point I wrote is making peace a consistent state of being. I think that's like the most important thing and definitely like one of the hardest. Damn, girl, what's going on? And definitely one of the hardest because like, I feel like a lot of us feel like we need something in order to be at peace with ourselves and with our life. But as I've grown in this life and as I've experienced different things, it's like the peace, that peace has to come from within. Like, you can't depend on outside things to bring you a sense of peace, because then your peace is conditional. It's not unconditional. It's not coming from within you. It's like, it's a byproduct of things outside of you, you know? So it's really important to make sure that peace is like a natural state of being for you. And again, it's like easier said than done, but it's like training your brain to like, let's say you're like stressing about life and you're stressing about your future and stressing about your goals. Like, in those moments, take time to like evaluate how far you've actually come and how many things you've accomplished so far, and like make that like the focus point and focus on the things that you've already achieved and focus on, you know, getting better at the things that you're already good at, or getting better at something completely new, which is also a good thing. Coconut water. You say you need be full of my orders. I treat that little bitch like she one of my daughters. I treat that little bitch like she one of my daughters. Usually I'll fill in like my eyebrows a little bit more, but like I don't want them to be like too crazy. Tell me why this is going like off track from like what we're talking about, but I freaking went to see this like agent guy that I'm with the talent agency, and I like did my makeup that day. I freaking like did my eyebrows, full face makeup, full face glam. I put on some freaking eyeliner, similar to the makeup look I'm doing today, but like not entirely the same. You know, I just went there full glam, looking like a baddie, looking like a fresh badass bitch. And then he looks at me, he's like, your look is edgy. If anything, I was like, that's the whole point. What the fuck? I'm not, I don't know. That's like the point, you know? Also, this is my highlighter. Don't come for me. It's nice. It does the job, so don't come for me. Thanks. Highlight check. Okay. Highlight check. Now what is next? Now I want to do like an eyeliner look, but I'm gonna use eyeshadow instead of eyeliner because eyeliner be getting on my nerves, bro. So I have this beautiful Scorpio She Glam palette. Shout out to Sheldon because Sheldon got this for me for Christmas, bro. Look at these fucking colors. Gorgeous. I'm gonna use Dark Side because bro, watch this, bro. I'm literally fucking Darth Vader. Like, shut up. Anyway, so we're gonna do like an eyeliner look, just like I said, but like with the eyeshadow instead of like normal eyeliner because a girl is sick of eyeliner. I ain't even gonna care with you, bro. It don't even really be staying on like that, you know? Tell me you have ADHD without telling me you have ADHD. I didn't forget we're having a conversation. How do we feel about this? Yes, no, maybe so. We're liking it. Okay, next one. Oh, letting the nervous system heal from trauma. Yeah, that goes back to what I was saying earlier as well, like giving yourself the time for your nervous system to actually recalibrate and reboot after so much trauma, because it affects you, like it affects your body, it affects your mind, it affects how you perceive yourself and life and others. So it's very important to allow and fully like grant yourself that permission to fully heal and take whatever time you need. Gravity. Take whatever time you need because healing is not linear and it is a process. Just like this eyeliner is a process, bro. But yeah, healing is a process. It's not linear. There's times where you're gonna feel crazy, and then there's times where you're gonna feel like you're at the top of the world, you know? And it's just allowing yourself to go through the waves and coming back to yourself after all of that. And I think that's like the most rewarding thing of it all, is like actually like coming back to yourself after everything and seeing how much you've overcome and how strong you were, and not even were, but how strong you are and how strong you had to be, I guess. I guess. Let's see, it's good. Me like. Okay, so that's it for the eyeliner part. letting go of fear is the next one I have. I think that's like a really important one. Not just like, I guess like we're all human, like we all experience fear, but it's like letting go of fear of like losing everything, or letting go of the fear like of things going wrong or things going bad, or like feeling like you always have to like brace for impact, because that also has an effect on your body and it's not a positive one. So like if you're always expecting like danger or something bad to happen, it kind of stresses you out and your body's just kind of like, bro, like, can I relax? So I think that's why allowing yourself to release fear is very important. And the main fear I'm talking about is like fear of bad things happening to you and fear of things going wrong. Because it can kind of like mess with our energies, you know what I mean? Like it can mess with our motivation, it can mess with how we perceive ourselves and how we perceive our capability to overcome things and to come out of things stronger, if you will. Like overcome things and come out or come back stronger. Letting go of fear. I'm like trying to see if there's anything else that wants to like come through on the fear aspect of things, but I'm not hearing anything. So if I do, I'll come back to that topic. But the next one is shedding the old to fully embrace the new. This part is very important for the process and another thing that like I'm learning and getting better at and expanding in. But yeah, it's like fully stepping into that new version of yourself instead of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's like being fully present in that and being fully, being fully present in that in your mind and like letting that be a focus point and letting that be your anchor, if you will, to keep you grounded and to keep you focused. Shedding the old to fully embrace the new. So this is like letting go of old ways of thinking, old ways of perceiving yourself, that are not serving you and the new version you're trying to become. Old ways of perceiving life, old ways of perceiving money, old ways of perceiving asking for help, even old ways of perceiving giving help. It's really like asking yourself, who am I becoming? Who do I want to become? And what parts of me can't like be there, if you will, for this change to happen or for this change to be tangible. So yes, receiving and rest is another one. Trusting that you're always taken care of, trusting that you are divinely guided, you're divinely protected, like you're always exactly where you need to be. And allowing yourself to really sit in that trust. And knowing, again, that you are always taken care of. And you will always be taken care of. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to do for my makeup, but I think that's it really. Okie dokes. Trusting in the process, that kind of like bleeds into what I was just talking about. Trusting in the process, trusting in a higher power, trusting in a higher plan, trusting that you're being divinely guided, like literally, like divine creator has a plan for you in your life. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Everything will unfold for you exactly as it's meant to, exactly when it's meant to. You will meet exactly who you're meant to meet and have conversations that you're meant to have with those people. And you will be offered opportunities to continue to create the reality that it is for you, or the reality that you want for yourself, the reality that is, I guess, divinely ordained for you by your soul and divine creator. So, yes, I think that's it really for the makeup. Ooh, no, it's not. Setting powder. Setting powder. I don't have it. I do. A girl be using a lot of setting powder because you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with setting powder. Ooh. Damn, she fine. She fine as fuck. Almost as fine as Michael B. Tee. Bro, that nigga is fine as fuck. Like, anyway. So now, yes. So now that my makeup is done, I'm going to do my nailies. My nailies. So we're just gonna push my cuticles back and take my cuticles off and just keep talking, keep on talking, trusting in the process, trusting in a higher power, trusting in a higher plan, a greater power, and knowing that you're exactly where you're meant to be, and everything that is for you is yours, and you're not gonna have to go out of your own way in order to receive it. You're not gonna have to be something that you're not in order to receive it. You're not gonna have to, something's telling me to say welcome in, like, toxic relationships or toxic people. Like, you don't have to settle. Don't settle for less than what it is that you deserve and what it is that you want in this life, because it is being divinely guided to you. Trusting intuitive and divine guidance. This part is also important as well. Like, trusting your intuition, trusting your body, trusting the guidance that you receive, the signs that you receive, and asking for signs when it is that you want to see them. But the main thing is, yeah, trusting yourself, trusting your body. Whenever your body is telling you that you feel unsafe or that you... Yeah, that's like the main thing. Whenever your body is telling you something, like, listen to your body. When your body's hungry, eat food. When you're tired, like, sleep. If your body needs to stretch, then stretch. If you feel like you need to move your body, then move your body. Don't ignore your body. Don't ignore the signals that your body tells you. And then as for divine guidance, connecting more with your guides can be achieved through meditation. You can watch, like, guided meditations, or listen to guided meditations while you're meditating, to help you connect with your guides, or just even to help, like, spark that creative energy in you and that imagination in you. And then the more you're consistent with it, the more things will come of it, but, like, not putting an expectation on it, you know what I mean? And just always knowing that your guides are always there, like, even if you can't see them, even if you don't, like, hear them per se, like, they're always there watching you, guiding you, even if it's just the smallest thing of, like, giving you good energy or giving you loving energy or giving you energy that makes, like, that feels like a hug, you know? Like, they're always there for you and they're always guiding you. And they're always there to help for whatever you ask. So never be afraid to ask. Focusing on what's in your control. We were talking about this earlier. This is more so about your feelings, your thoughts, your actions, what it is that you do every day, what it is that you think about every day, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to others, how you talk about your life. These are all things that are in your control that you can use to catapult you into the right direction. Yeah, so focusing on what's in your control, your daily life, your thoughts, strengthening your skills, connecting more with your gifts, your spiritual gifts, and strengthening those, deepening your connection with those, deepening your understanding of them. Because the deeper and more loving the relationship you have with yourself, the better you'll navigate through life and through life's challenges, because then you'll have somebody like literally in your corner, always in your corner, that's always rooting for you and being honest with you. And it's like not even somebody outside of yourself, it's like that voice in your head, you know? So like turning that inner critic into an inner supporter. And an inner compass. Okay. I said I wanted to come back to letting go of fear. This could also be letting go of fear of the unknown, letting go of, yeah, fear of the unknown. I think that's a big one that people struggle with as well. Because like, you know, it's easy to fear what we don't understand, but there's so many things, like if we think of it in that way, there's so many things that we can fear because there's so many things that we don't understand. Like fear is useful, and can help tell you and your body like certain things and warn your body and warn you of certain things. But to be afraid to experience life, and to be afraid to be seen, and to be afraid to be perceived, these are fears that don't serve you, and these are fears that actually hold you back and keep you in a box and keep you confined. So it's very important to allow yourself to be brave. Like sometimes growth is really scary, sometimes growth is hard to understand, but that doesn't mean that it's something that you should avoid just because it's sparking that fear in you, you know? So it's like, do it scared, do it scared, especially if it's something to do with like your passion or your calling in this life, and you're at a point where there's certain things that are scaring you and certain things that are making you question your path and question yourself. Give yourself grace and be brave. Again, do it scared. Like you have everything that you need to achieve what it is that you came here to achieve. Everything that you need, you have within you. So it's like doing it scared, knowing that you will do it in the best of your capability, even though if you're afraid. There's nothing wrong with being scared. It's what you do when you are feeling that emotion. Same thing with your anger, same thing with joy, same thing with sadness. It's like the feeling itself, there's nothing wrong with it. It's what you do with it. Thriving in peace. Thriving in peace over thriving in chaos. You're looking cute, looking cute. And then healthier methods of processing. I guess I could give some examples that I use in my day-to-day life. Journaling is great, or even just like writing down like prayers or like affirmations and then saying those affirmations every day. Like I do that. I have a book. There's like a bunch of like different affirmations and stuff that I say. And it just makes me feel good. Like compared to like if I weren't to do it, like the comparison of like, let's say a day that I did it and then a day that I didn't do it. Pause. Like I feel better about myself and like just internally and mentally in my thoughts and in my feelings on the days that I did do my prayers rather than, or my affirmations, rather than on the days where I didn't do it. Yoga is great. Dance is great. Singing is great. Even though you don't feel like you're good, like just dance, move your body, sing, use your voice. going outside for walks. It's always very nice. Okay. Eating good foods, or just eating foods that make you happy. And not being like ashamed of it, because it's like, it's food. Like, you're not gonna die, it's just food, you know? It's fuel. You deserve to eat even though you don't feel like you're where you're at or where you want to be in your body. You know what I mean? What else? Oh yeah, also the music, the kind of music that you listen to is also very important. Like, if you're in a bad mood and you listen to music that's like more like down and like not as happy or upbeat, then it's going to keep you in that low mood. But if you listen to some like high key, oh my gosh, if you listen to some like upbeat music, you gonna feel upbeat, you gonna feel hype, you gonna feel good, right? But if you listen to like down music, then you gonna feel down, you gonna feel emo, right? Do you want to feel emo? There's nothing wrong with feeling emo. Like, give yourself the time to experience your emotions and to process them, but like, you don't want to sit in that. Literally today, earlier today, I was listening to freaking Mount Bayou, the soundtrack from the Sinners movie. Mount Bayou, the proper black folk. Bro, that shit had me crying, bro. That shit had me bawling my eyes out. Tell me why. Also, I watched Sinners like 4 times. And the last time I watched it, I took some magic mushrooms, I ate some magic fungi, right? I was crying the whole fucking movie. Literally the whole movie. From when the beginning of the movie, when Sammy like opens the door to the church, and then Sammy's dad is there, and he's like, "Come here, Sammy. Let it go." You know? Anyway, I was crying there. And then, oh my god, that movie is just so freaking emotional for me. Should I make a video and freaking break down what Sinners is to me? Like how I perceive Sinners from like my spiritual mind. I think I'm gonna do that because that would be so fucking badass. Because bro. And then so many people are like, "Why did you cry?" I'm like, buddy, because you're not watching it how I'm watching it. That's why you're not crying, fucker. Yeah. So it's okay. I'm gonna make a story time as to like, that's gonna be a crazy freaking video because Sinners is so sad. Like, yes, it's a horror movie, it's scary, but it's sad as fuck. Like, it's sad as shit. Like, oh yeah, it's sad. That shit had me crying like a little baby. All 4 times I watched the movie, I cried. It's just the last time I was freaking zooted, so I was crying the whole time. I was a mess when that movie was over. I was such a mess. I was like, "Hey, yo, I gotta go outside. I gotta get some fresh air or something, bro." I was like 2 hours of crying like this. Fuck. It was it's a good ass movie. It's so fire. And then I watched Scary Movie recently, like last weekend, and they was making fun of Sinners, and I was like, it's like, y'all funny, but damn, don't do Sinners like that, bro. Don't do Ryan like that, bro. Ryan worked so hard on that film. Everybody worked so hard on that film. Scary Movie was pretty fire too. But would I watch it 4 times? Fuck no. Would I watch Sinners 5 times? Fuck yes. Okay, all right. So now I'm just putting my rings on. I guess that's it for the talk because I don't have any more bullet points. But I'm just gonna, I guess, go over some things that I think are really important. You're always taken care of. Always, always, always. You're always protected. You're always divinely guided. Always, always, always. Whenever you need guidance, you can always ask. Ask and you shall receive. allowing yourself to receive and rest, and allowing yourself to actually rest and relax and not feeling guilty about it. Because if you feel guilty about rest, you're not actually fucking resting. Yeah? Okay. So we got the nails on. The nails are looking fine. The nails are looking fine. Beautiful. So now we're gonna switch up like the camera and angles and everything, because I set up my room and I did a little set dress and we finna do a photo shoot. Right. So we'll be back.